Well, that didn't work quite as planned. I pressed the button a little bit too early. So hello. Yeah, I was hovering over the button ready and my finger touched it. So there we go, so we're going to go. So here we are again, back with Farm Sim. Ah, Dare's in. Hello, Dare. Thank you, Pelican, for the follow. And we've got a 10,000 toast, 10,000 toast. Das will feed you with 10,000 toast. Going on in the chat. And then obviously we've got Dare saying guess who. So obviously Das is on the account ready to stream in about an hour's time, I would imagine. Unless things have changed. So, hello. Yeah, I know you very well, Das. So yes. So there we go. So we're back with Farm Sim 19 for our normal, regularly scheduled stream. And yeah, it's raining. We've got some contracts to do in the fertilising department. And we've got about an hour or so, hour and a half, before we can probably sleep to pass the night. All the horses have been exercised, so we're ready to go to the next day. Aside from the fact that there's stinking rain and there's we just got to pass the time really. Yeah, planning to probably Stardew since you planned nothing else. Well, yes. We didn't test out our other plans, but yeah, we could give that an impromptu go, but it might not be the best thing to do. Particularly since I'm streaming this for like a couple of hours. Oh. So it's been nutty lately. Yes, it has indeed. But I'm off this week, so right. So we have some contracts. What do we have in contracts-wise? We have field 17, field 13. And field 23, so we've got one G's field. 13 and 17, where's 17? 17's over the other side, isn't it? Yeah, 17's there. 13's there. Let's go out to 17 first. Let's go through the mountain pass. Do. So there's our canola growing on field 5. So, yes. Do. There's more canola here on field 3. Kind of, yeah, get up the hill, zup. There we go, yes. So, oh, and I haven't given a shouty outy. There we go, shouty outy. So, most recently seen playing Ghostmaster. I'm guessing that was a Dare game. It should be Das's turn today, most likely with Stardew Valley, as we've seen in the chat. Which is good. It was, he said it was really fun. Ah, good. Getting more issues with cat's eyes. But there we go. So yeah, so we're going to try and close this day out. We've made some money, so I'm going to try and figure out whether or not we go, what we do next. Because now part of what we're looking to do is achievements as well. So with 22 on the way, we are making cookies. So I don't know if Das has even seen that yet, because Das, I don't think, was here when we built the factory. So we'll take Das over in a minute and show her the magicness. You did miss that, yes. And it's apparently Ghostmaster is like Sims but with ghosts. Fair enough. I don't think it's this field. No, I was going to say it's not this field. It's a few over. So before we head there, we'll head back over here. So obviously you knew we had this one. You knew we had these two. I'm sure you were here for the building of these. And now, ta-da! Bum, 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 bum. Over the hill we go. Jump for my cookies. Jump in. And so we were supplying with sugar. This is sugar. And flour. This here flour. Cartons. And pallets. And eggs and milk. So eggs come in here, and milk comes in round this side here. So milk goes in here. And so far we've got, as you can see, we've got donuts coming out that side. We have cookies. Cookies! Cookie. Never mind the fact that it looks like crackers, but cookies. Cookies! It even says up here, cookies! And bread. So, Das needs to make donuts. Yes, donuts! So yes, it's right here. It's got a beautiful view of the sea. Perfect place to put a cookie factory, I think. So there we go. So yeah, that's all up and running. And making cookies. From the factory front porch, you can see the sea. Indeed you can. So yeah, so that was what we accomplished last time, and that took all of our money. We had to do a whole bunch of contracts just to get it, because it cost us more than just the money to buy the factory because of the landscaping required. So that took a little bit of doing. But we found the contracts, we made it happen, as per usual. So we're going to do a course generation on field 17. Just so that we know the best, well, roughly the best places just to align our tractore. So there we go. Although I have to admit, I am impressed, Das, that you are an hour ahead of stream and you're actually at the computer. This is progress. I'm just going to say that. It's progress. Because ordinarily it's 5 minutes before the stream and it's kind of like, wait, what? Minecraft called urgently. Ah, okay. That's the I've been doing other stuff, I've been busy, I must play a video game. So, because none of us get that at all. None of us feel that way. We're all kind of, oh yeah, video games, take them or leave them, not really interested. Obviously. That's why we're here. Playing video game, watching video game. Because we have no interest in it whatsoever. So it's all joyous fun. So how is everyone's weekend going? It's Saturday afternoon here in the UK. I actually almost had to kind of close off the stream because I had a bit of a headache yesterday. Had a bit of a headache this morning. And I was worried it might turn into a migraine, but I've been resting, and I've been looking after myself, so I'm okay now. I've been hydrating, as one does. So dum bum 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 bum. Going well. I'm slated to do a lot of peeling of tomatoes. Okay. And canning. Okay, so this is the Minecraft calling urgently is an avoidance strategy. Okay, that works too. So yeah, that's perfectly legitimate. It's a bunch of cherry ones. Ah, nice. I don't like tomatoes at all, but cherry tomatoes are nice and little quits. It's a little bit sweeter, so that's right. Don't like does not mean haven't tried. At least in this case. How are we doing on the contractages? The contractages needs to be finished very shortly. There we go. That's that contract finished. We're going to head to field 13. Telling them for making pasta sauce and everything later. Yep, sounds like a good idea, Das. I wasn't knocking the initiative, I was just simply not willing to engage in the effort personally. Does that sound about right? So we'll do field 13, then we'll go and do field 23, and by the time we've done that, hopefully, we will be in a position to get fast forward through the night and get rid of this rain. So there we go. Do 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 do. Fairly sure this one's field 13 because that's field 14. Okay, so let us again generate our. No, I don't want to do it that way. That way's wrong. That's that way. No. Just trying to find the right. That. No! Wrong way. That's a little bit more like it. Nearly. That's the puppy dog. Right there. I think we've always just taken the recommended, and I'm deciding not to today. Do I like tomato pasta sauce? I kind of eat it. I try to avoid tomato if I can, but in all honesty, my favourite pasta sauce is creamy tomato with herbs. It's a store-made one. Well, I say store-made. It's a kind of bulk. It's a produced one. Home pride. Oh, very nice. So yeah, so I do eat tomatoes. I just, yeah, I wouldn't eat them raw. Not a fan. Don't know why. Something about the textures and stuff just makes my skin crawl a little bit. But there we go. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. Yep. Sounds about right, Das. Don't like them raw. We'll eat ketchup. I eat plenty of ketchup. I'll eat pasta sauce. And they'll eat soup. I don't eat tomato soup. I wouldn't eat tomato soup. If it were in something else, fair enough, but I wouldn't eat straight up tomato soup. So so yeah, so I'm trying to debate what to do next, whether or not to just get a whole boatload of grass. That's the word. Because the animals that needs the hay is the horses. Now we're going to have a stable population of horses, but we are going to be increasing the population for all the other animals, particularly the sheep and the cows, because I want to get the breeding achievements. And I had a piece of paper here somewhere, I don't know where it's gone. It told me how many cows and sheep I needed. And here it is, I found it. So I know what we need to do. Let's get back on course. Stable population, yes, indeed, Das. And I said that without actually intending a pun. But I did it naturally. It's just all good. It's all such wonderful fun. So, yeah, we'll get this field done. We can collect the last field's money. Doing this one 35% of the way through. There's another 3,000 in the bank. Of course, all the fertilizer is, I'd say free, but we have spent like 1,000. Well, I say 1,000, about 700 bucks on, 700 quid on manure. But the rest of it is all kind of from our animals, which is good. It's nice and helpful. Just makes these missions even, let's say, even more profitable. So, do. Up and down the field, spreading fertilizer for yield. And we've still got a whole bunch of trees to get rid of, so there we go. So yeah, yeah. So there's lots of things to buy still, and we don't have a bunch of money at the moment. Well, we've got 78,000, which is not massively a lot, and yes, so we'll see that. Plus, we need to do landscaping over by the Cookie Highway. Bum, bum, bum. Such joy. And of course, I'm wearing the right t-shirt today, Das, for things and reasons. Amateur science. We do what we must because we care. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But what's there no sense in crying over? And how long should you keep on trying? Yes, you keep on trying till you run out of cake, but what is there no sense in crying over? You need to answer the questions in order, Das. Come on. This is not a hard quiz. Every mistake, that's the one. Cake was more important. Well, I'd love to disagree, but yeah, I really can't. Yes, those are the next two lines of the song. You just keep on. There's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a neat pun for the people who are still alive. For anyone not knowing what the heck is going on, yes, I am singing a Portal song whilst playing Farming Simulator 19. Because they're all complex individuals. I'm just gonna. That's what I'm going with. Do 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. %. Let's get this contract finished. Then it's 1G's field over at field 23. And with a bit of luck, luck or not, no luck, we're gonna sleep and get rid of this day. Because the rain's just constant noise of the rain is just annoying as all bedevilment. There we go. Field 13, contract finished. Let's head on over to field 23. Let's generate the course for it. There we go. Should probably have just chosen longest edge on this one. And let's take our money. Take the money, honey. Okay, that's better. We'll have windscreen wiper sounds in Farm Sim 22. Will they wear out and get squeaky too? I don't believe so, but we'll have to. Well, we might have to wait and see on that one. I guess it's not impossible, but not sure they've programmed it into it just yet. Obviously, you do have gears, and you can even have manual gears. Suffice it to say, I won't be playing with manual gears anytime soon. Well, not just because Farm Sim's not out anytime soon, but even once it is, I'll give it a go outside of streaming, but I'll have a look at it and go, no, just no. But for those that have got all the setups and everything, I think that'll be a cool thing. I'm sure people will enjoy it. Right, here we are again. Here we are again. Back to this lovely field. No, this one's actually done okay, so I think we can start at the start rather than start at the end. So, doing our second stage fertilisation on these fields, so we can see that on the map. Yeah, they're great. So you can see we've just done the second stage fertilisation on 17-13. We've done it on 23. Haven't got the contract yet for 26. Interesting. Do. I was reading something before I started, so I'll share this. For anyone else that streams, there seems to have been, there was one yesterday. There's been some randomly named people. Excuse me. And I say people in the loosest possible sense. Sorry about that. I normally mute for such things, but I didn't get there. Yeah, so there's been some randomly named accounts following. Even following right as you stream or whatnot. And apparently there's an exploit where if you go to their profiles, there's an API that they call that's outside of Twitch, so they call an API out of Twitch, and they get your IP address and information. So randomly named people that aren't people that just give you a follow, just ignore it, because it's probably not worth the hassle. So the one from yesterday was Hoss, which I did actually acknowledge on the stream, but I don't ever click on the profiles to get information. So it's I don't know why it cut out, Das, but it's just randomly named accounts. So like yesterday, you might have had a follow, or Dare might have had a follow while he was streaming from Hoss 01 da 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 da. Don't click on the profile because it's a It's an exploit of an API weakness with Twitch, and it kind of, yeah, gets information, apparently. Yes, that's what I thought, Das. I don't either, but I was just doing that public service of trying to warn people. Yeah, yeah, me too. Yes, but they would have to say something. These accounts just come in and follow you and don't say anything. They don't even post a message in chat. It literally is just the follow, and that's it. So it's more bot accounts being used to try and exploit different things. Not that people try to be clever and try to scam other people out of their hard-earned money, because that doesn't happen. People are always honest. People are always good. You should always trust people, obviously. In fact, no, you should never trust people. You should never trust me. So everything that I've just said you should take with a pinch of salt. Go and figure it out for yourself as well. That's what I do. It's very rare that I actually trust things, particularly when they sound weird. So... do. Bum 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 bada bada bum bum. Bum 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 bada bada bum bum. 93 percentages, 94 percentages, 6, no, not quite, 5, 6, not quite 8, come on, finish, because then we can hopefully get rid of this pesky rain. There we go, let's clear the cosplay. Complete the contract and get the money. Get the money, honey. It's another 5,000 from 1G. Thank you very much. Just realised we're in space view so much that I can't even hear the noise of the tractor. Mind you, that is the rain drowning it out, obviously. Run them over! Switch, 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 switch! Why not? Do. Oh, there's something else I haven't done, isn't there? Pause my OneDrive, that could have interrupted the stream at any point. Unlikely, but not impossible. It might have been why things were cutting out when I was talking about stuff earlier. Probably you, Das. Oh, well, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So in the time we've gone and done those 3 contracts, it's made 500 more fertilizer. I thought that would be the case. So we are now at 1844. I think after 7 o'clock we can sleep. At least I believe it's 7 o'clock. Weather's getting ready to end, which is good. Sleep for 11 hours. Which takes us to 6 a.m. It's another day. We've paid our property maintenance. Our horses are all feeling fresh and new. And we've got 2 horses that are on 95%. So 1 more day and they'll be ready to go. So it increases 10% per day. It's not doing any more. Fair enough. So, there we go. So let's see what contracts we've got coming in now. Oh, we've got more fertilising contracts. So we'll take all of those. So all those fields that had sowing contracts, we've got a harvesting contract, which we will take. We're going to go, yeah, we're going to go and do that. So that's canola for Serenar, so we're going to go do that field. And we'll take the overage to our, what's it? Oh, we've got sugar beets for 1G. We'll need to borrow the equipment for that one, so we'll hold off on that for just a short while. So yeah, so now we've got a whole lot of contracts to do. We've got a whole bunch of horses to I'm going to leave. Actually, no, I'm going to take that with because I'm going to take this back to the main farm afterwards, I think. It's a little bit dark at the minute. It will lighten up very shortly. In fact, let's speed the time so that we can get some light on the situation. It's usually, we normally go to about 6:30, so there we go. That will do. So I'm fairly sure. Yeah, field 20, so we're here. So let's get this ready. We need to get that gotten rid of. Despite the fact that we've got all those fertilising contracts, we're going to get some slurry. We're going to get a whole bunch more slurry from our ani-mani-mules. So I am going to go probably first over to the pigs, I would imagine. because I don't think we emptied those last time around. Yeah, they've got 4,000 slurry. Cows have got 2,000 slurry, so we're going to go... yeah, I'm going to go and get the... I'm going to get the pig's slurry first. Playing with all these buttons because, yeah, why not? Oops, phone call says dust. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, so there's always plenty to do on the farm now, which is good. I like it. Keeps us busy. Of course, we're breeding pigs and chickens. They're breeding like every day, so we're always increasing the population. So I'm okay achievements-wise for those. I just need to keep food levels going. So that's 54%, so we can go and get the cows as well. Oh, that's really untidy. Of course, that does affect the cleanliness. Does seem to affect the breeding time as well. So we need to kind of come and tidy that up. So we'll do that probably before we go and do the contracts. We've got plenty of time. We've got the entire day, another 13 hours of time, theoretically. Not that that will all be streamed, but I do try to stream as much as I can, and then kind of do the most of the horse exercising off stream. It's a cross between off screen and off stream. We just make up words here. Right, so that's another 6,500 worth of slurry. Whoa! Did not want to hit that. Drop off our slurry. Which then means we can make even more fertilizer. Which means even more fertilizing contracts can be completed, even more money, all the good stuff that we know. So we're going to drop this off. We were going to get the front loader, and I think we're going to tidy I'm certainly going to tidy the pigs and the chickens. Then we're going to come back and we're going to have a look at the cows. Let's go tidy some stuff up. I might take the... in fact, I will take this over there just so that we can get the manure from the pigs, the dry manure. Just because. Might as well bring it back over. Well, looks like our is that our canola? That looks like it's fully grown. So our crops are ready to harvest as well, which will give us oats for the horses, canola for the diesel production, and wheat for the flour mill. Couldn't see the bridge there. I was going, I'm going to go in the water, I'm going to go in the water. No, I'm not going to go in the water. Let's go back out of space view. Well, not space view, cab view. There we go. Now let's tidy up. The chickens have got some more eggs. Well, they don't seem to be too untidy. The pigs seem to have really done a number on the food trough. There we go. That should be the chickens tidied up nicely. We won't worry about the eggs for the minute because the cookie factory still has. Let's have a look. Should still have plenty of eggs, I hope. Yeah, still got, well, plenty. Still has eggs. We do need more eggs, which is why I'm going to be looking. The population's increasing. We're now down to animals 3.5 hours. With the cleanliness, that'll come down. So the reproduction rate's going up, so we're going to be producing chickens quite nicely, which is good. I'm okay with that. So let's try and tidy up pigs without causing too much aggravation. You shouldn't have any problem dropping this back in because they really do need a bunch of food. They're not at the top of their food. That was the problems I've been having before, is doing that. So let's have a check on the sheep. How problematic is the sheep's cleanliness? Yep, it's quite problematic. But I'm going to leave it for now because we do need to take some food out to them as well. And the horses don't have a cleanliness in that same way. So next up, we're going to go back to the, going to get the manure, go back to the cows, and we're going to look at figuring out buying some more cows. Maybe not all of the cows that we need to get us to where we want to be in terms of production, because I want them to be providing us new cows every day. So a breeding time of less than 24 hours. Or thereabouts. But we shall see. So dun 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 dun. A bit of loading of horse manure, pig manure. Pig poo! Pig poo! Pig poo. I'm not going to worry about that last little bit. We've got 3 good scoops there, actually. Bum, bum, bum. Right, so we can take that back. We can throw that into the fertilizer factory as well, which is the only place we really need. Oh, yeah, because I'll take a scoop from the cows for the vegetable garden, or for the garden. Here we go again. Let's make our way up here. It's not quite the angle we wanted to approach with, but there we go. Okay, there we go. So let's park this up. Go clean the cows, and then we're going to figure out. So cows, we need total of 50 cows. So we're going to need to buy 47 cows of one variety. So I'm not going to do it for all of them. I'm going to do it for one variety. Probably going to go with the black and white. So everything's black and white, obviously. Obviously, there's no shades of grey. So yeah, so currently their reproduction rate is in hundreds and hundreds of hours, which means we're not going to breed them anytime soon. They're green on everything except for TMR, but we have a whole bunch of TMR produced and ready to go in our factory there. Can't quite see the number, but it is there. So I think we're gonna buy some. We'll see how much it's gonna cost us. Because we might not have the money to buy them all. Okay, so we've got silage. Why is... Oh, of course, that's because it's nearly filled. Instead of kicking out TMR, it just kicks out silage, so we'll take it and we will run it round to here into the TMR machine. What's the point of the TMR machine? That's the other thing that wants hay, isn't it? Yeah. Might take grass. That's fine. So we've got two things that require hay. But that's fine. So let's go over to buy point. Right, so we need to get... So if we do that, that's not going to be... That's not enough. Let's get... No, I'm just going to do a calculation. 47 by 2,500.
The answer is 117,500.
So we are short by a fair margin. Oh, excuse me. Whilst I adjust myself. So we're short by a fair margin. So I'm going to buy 7. Let's buy 7. Okay, that's good. Now I've got the cows in stock. No, I don't want to move that. Move that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 more cows. Costs us a fair bit of money to have them delivered, apparently. That's good. That gives us now 10 cows in that space. Starts to move our other things down. So I'm going to leave the other cows alone. But that has cost us some money. The other thing I do want to do, because obviously we need hay for more TMR. What do we need cows-wise for food? So they need water and straw, so we can take care of that. They need hay / silage. Silage obviously takes more time, so if we can use hay predominantly. So the hay drying thing is going to be good for us. So yeah. So let me get some water for the ani-mani-mules. We're going to go and fill water up. I don't think we need to do it over for the sheep and the sheep. No. Horses don't really need it, but we'll top them up anyway. Chickens don't have it. Pigs do need water. So we will... going to do this side first. We're going to do the horses and the cows first. Then we'll go and do the pigs. Just make sure we're doing as much as we can to maintain our animals. Wow, they really are thirsty devils. Thankfully that stopped just there, that's good. I'd hate for it to have just gone over and then I come back and it's kind of, it fills it with 8. It's going, Dum, bum, 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 bum. Let's get some more water. Go over to our pigs. Oh, we can go by way of the garden as well. I said about putting some manure in the garden, didn't I? I didn't do it, but... there we go, there's the water tip point. Just a little bit of water for the garden. Might as well do it as we walk past, or drive past, I suppose. Dum bum 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 bum. Dum bum 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 bum. Do, do, do. So I guess on most farms this will probably be the normal stuff that you do first thing in the morning is the animal stuff. get into that routine, because the animals will get into the routine as well of expecting when you show up and do things to care for them. Okay, there we go. That's the pigs watered as well. The one thing we are going to need is for this hay drying or grass drying into hay is we're going to need wood chips. So we've already got some in stock. I actually don't remember how many we've got in stock. We've got 43,000, so we've got several in stock. And I've already topped up the factory as best I want to, so we can make a start with that without having to chip more wood. Which will be good. That's a 50,000 building, is the hay drying place. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to fill it up first. So yeah, so ani-mani-mules again. Ani-mani-mules. So we're going to put more TMR in, more hay silage, more grass, more straw. How much straw do we have? I have more after we've... Oh, we're filled with straw, so we need to do that. Because when we harvest, we'll want to collect all the straw as much as possible. We might even want to increase straw storage. I don't know. We shall see. But we'll do that. So we'll get some straw. It's all a bit animal-y so far, I know, but it is the game. It's the game we're playing. So we will take straw. I don't know why I hit back instead of start, but apparently I did. So I'm going to top up all of the straw, so we'll go over to the pigs as well, because they wanted straw. I'm fairly sure the chickens don't have straw. They do not. They just have the wheat / barley. Obviously we'll top them up as well after the harvest. So plenty of stuff to do. There we go, piggles! If I remember correctly, I think that helps their cleanliness. It also helps them produce manure, the dry kind of manure. If I have interpreted what happens correctly, which is good. So just doing the basics at the minute, water and straw. And then I want to try and get more, I want to try and get a whole bunch of TMR over into the cows. We don't have anywhere to store TMR other than in the building that we're making it in, so I can't, once it's dropped, I can't do anything but dump it on the ground. Hence, I'll be trying to be careful. Right, let's give some straw to our horsies. They're happy as well now. Hello, horsies. So, no, not that. That's not the place to go. That's the place to go for the straw for the cows. Particularly since we've increased the population of cows. Okay, and we will drop the excess straw in our TMR making facility. Because why not? Okay, so we've done that. Cows. So we want TMR, so we've got to get the other trailer for that. Let's get rid of this trailer for now. Let's have a look and try and figure out where we are. So, in terms of TMR, we 15,000, and it's in the red. So I think we should be able to take a full tipper load easily, if not more than one tipper load. So I'm gonna let it fill. So I think that's going to be. I think it's going to make a dent, but I don't think it's going to. Certainly not going to fill it up. Probably won't put it green. But we live in hope, and we'll also look. This is going to be about, yeah, just over half of the total amount that we have, which will tell us how much we may need to increase supplies of stuff to our wonderful thingy bobber. See it going up nicely. I didn't think we'd land in the green, and we didn't. No, we did not. We'll leave that there for now. What else are we going to do? So I think the cows are stable now, so I'm going to call that good for now. Pigs, also stable because they're all in the orange, nothing's in the red. sheep cleanliness is in the red, but we're ignoring that for now. Horses. Okay. So I think we are relatively okay on where we are with that. So we're going to go and refuel. Going to go fuel up. We're going to wash the tractor. We're going to take the tipper. And we're going to go and do the Serenar field harvest. On field 19. Let's just give it a wash. Can't be showing up to Serenar's contract with a dirty tractor. That would just be the personification of rudeness. There we go. Off we toddle. And where have we got to take Serenar's crop to? Port Northwest, that's fine. Okay. Face tree. Unless of course you go into in-cab, you get lots of face trees here. So, away we go. There we go. Excuse me. A bit of a in my throat. So we're going to probably park down this side of the field because Port Northwest is back the other side of the mountain. And yeah, why would we haul from the other side of the field? Makes no sense. Only if we're going to Port Southeast. So. And do the course. No, we'll do. Yeah, we are going to do a course generation. I'm going to get the worker to do the up and down stuff because why not? And we'll focus on the emptying. And in between the emptying, we'll focus on a little bit of horse riding. So we will start, as I always start every single day, with the Grey Gamer. Up and out we go. That's 12% canola already. Of course, once the harvesting contracts are through, we can then do the cultivating. It's all good fun. Seem to be, like I said, we seem to be working every field we can, which is good. Even though we don't own a lot of them, we are working them, except for sowing. This is 1G's field that's ready to harvest. Haven't taken the contract for that yet. I'll need to borrow the equipment, but I might take the contracts and just get the equipment moved over there ready. We'll either do that later or tomorrow or something. Haven't seen fertilising for 26. Oh, it sent my eyes funny, that one. Harvest. Yeah, not seeing it at the minute. So let's no, too late. Oh well. Okay. I do like that you can tab out of the hall so you can go and check on other things, even though you still have to complete the rest of the exercise. Someone's dreaming. Unfortunately, you only get to see the back end of a dog today, I'm afraid. Apparently she's only interested in showing that part of her to you, so apologies. But we all lay half in and out of our beds every once in a while, don't we? So who are we to judge? So oh, and I did some. I don't remember if I said anything. I did some landscaping over here. Some in terms of painting. So what I did was I painted. So you got like you had got the edges of the field like you have over on field 1, I think it is. This is field 4. So you've got the edges that were edged like this, so you've got a space between the crop and the grass. And so I just painted it in so that we've got grass consistently, so it was just one big lot of grass. And I will do the same thing here as well. So I just think it finishes it off nicely and it makes it look bit better. So, just FYI, it will happen. It's already happened over there, which is why it looks nicer for it. I like it. I didn't show you before because obviously the grass has to go through the growth stages. So can't wait. I'm really excited for the new build mode with 22 because of course we'll be able to customize our farms as we go. It's almost like map building in a way. So obviously it isn't, but it's like it. So there we go. So that's the Grey Gamer returned to the stable, having been fully exercised for the day. Thank you very much, Grey Gamer. So we're now approaching 90% full on the harvester. So let's go and give it some assistance to empty. And we can run to Port Northwest. I don't know why it seems to go to different percentages. It's stopped at 95%. Other times it pushes itself all the way to 100%. I'm unclear on what algorithm it uses to determine that, because it just seems strange. But there we go. So that is the harvester emptied, which is good. We don't have any of those contracts. Not yet. We do have fertilising contracts, so I suppose we could get this tractor freed from a plough. Go and pick up the fertilizer spreader. Try and get some other contracts completed. Because why wouldn't we? Not the fastest tractor in the world, but it's a good workhorse. %, that's good. Okay. So I think I will, before we finish out, I do want to buy the hay thingy bobber. Hydrate or dihydrate? I already just took a sip, Das, but thank you anyway. done with your call, you're actually going to start streaming now. Well, have fun, Das. We'll see you over there in a little bit. I'm imagining Stardew, as opposed to Stardon't, or Starjunt. So we're going to fill this up. There we go, that's a good lot of fertilizer. Oh, that totally took me by surprise. Thank you, Big Trucker, for the 25 bits and the King Illegal Forest to Pig Wild Kill in It Is. I do love that sound effect. I really do love that sound effect. It's such a good one. So, yeah. So we're going to go fertilise. We can do some of these 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got a whole row of fields there that just need fertilising, so we'll go do those. And earn ourselves some money. Money, 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 money. Oh, before we do that, let's drop that there and go get some face tree. Not face tree, let's go and get some fuel. So, such a desolate chat. It has been a little bit quiet today, Big Trucker. But hey, people may be busy. It's kind of a big vacation week. A lot of people taking time off because it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. Obviously, next Monday, not Monday coming, next Monday is Week Monday is Labor Day in the US. So all sorts of people taking off. So, but how are you today, Big Trucker? I hope you're well and I hope you're having a fun weekend. Labor Day is a week on Monday. Not Monday coming. It's a public holiday here this Monday, and then a week on Monday. It's the US. 6th of September. So, it's coming around real fast. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you there, Big Trucker. I tried to be careful with how I said it. I obviously didn't try very hard, but I did try. Yeah, the US and the US public holidays don't always seem to align. So, but it's right, I've just used a vacation day to have my time. So this should, by the end of this, this should fill the tipper up, and we'll take it and get rid of our first load of stuff. You've only worked a week in the past month, so you're a bit off. Oh, wow. Wow, that is... I hope that's for good reasons rather than anything else, but if it's not, I hope things are soon sorted. You right there, little dog? Good gal. So, There we go. Do, 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 do. It's time to do the circly to try and find a place. Oh no, she's decided otherwise. Lost over a week to pneumonia, my god. 2 weeks because you couldn't get a doctor to write a medical work permit. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're feeling significantly better now. That was, yeah. Was the problem finding the doctor or convincing the doctor to actually write the permit? I always found it strange when I worked at sea because you had to get a medical certification to go and work at sea. So yeah, you're fit to do certain duties, and you're paying for that privilege. So it's kind of how motivated are the doctors to not just do things. So. I'm not saying that any of them are particularly, because in my experience they were always perfectly good, but wouldn't take much. Just got the permit last night, going back on Monday. Oh well. Well, that's good. I know it's obviously one of those things you need to work to kind of keep everything running. So both in terms of your own financial stuff and your brain. I mean, yeah. I get so bored when I'm off work. I mean, I'm looking forward to having a week off because I've got this next week off, but I get so bored if I'm off for too long. When I've been in between, when I've been in between work, when when I've been in between jobs, I should say, it's been problematic. Haven't had a doctor in over a year, 6 months. No meds, new doctor and medication adjustments, yeah. Well, hopefully they get everything as it should be. Plus pneumonia threw off your biology. Well, it will do. It's significant. If I were to go for the cheap laugh, pun wise, it would be it's nothing to be sneezed at. So I'm fairly sure it's 8, 9, 10. But of course we don't go for cheap laughs here, do we? Honest, we don't. Sneezing wasn't the problem, no. I can imagine not. There we go, let's get this one working. No, that's yeah, there we go. Right, okay, let's get that. Let's go and collect this one, so we can avoid having to wait for things. Do, do, do. I'm not sure. Not sure if you've caught in the recent streams, Big Truck, that I've started a like a review, not a review, like a lead-up series to Farm Sim 22. So started that yesterday with Landwirtschafts Simulator 2008, so FS 2008. So there's that's going on as well. So that's in the VODs. I'm going to be taking the videos and hopefully doing some highlights of it as well. Having to take an ambulance from doctor's office to hospital to get diagnosed, and then ambulance crew falsely claiming it was plague of fear. Wow. Sounds like you've got some good ambulance workers there. My goodness. Doesn't sound very ethical to me, but there we go. What would I know about ethics? And morality. Apparently more than them. Well, I just don't understand where, and it does seem to be somewhat prevalent in America. I'm not saying it doesn't exist elsewhere, but it does seem to be somewhat prevalent in America that people in any kind of position of authority, so police, and people like doctors and ambulance workers, do seem to have. They seem to be more exercising of dubious judgments, like the people on power trips, than in, or at least it seems to be more public. But there we go. And I say that fully, and I watch a lot of channels that support the cops in the US, and I think the vast majority of them are good people. But the trouble is, there's so much publicity nowadays of the ones that aren't, and there's so much protection for the ones that are bad that they never actually sort out the problem, unfortunately. Which is a shame, really, because the vast majority that are good get a bad name for no fault of their own. But there we go, that's a completely different subject. But yeah, the ethics of people in power abusing said power, or even just making mistakes, because it could just be an honest mistake with the ambulance crew. But again, I would, even more so with someone's health, I would think that you would want to be accurate and just make sure you check things rather than making bad statements. Very, very naughty, in my opinion. Do. 8, 9. Let's do generation. Field 9. That's what I thought we'd do. No, I didn't want to get rid of it. I want it. That's what I wanted to get rid of. The screen, not the thingy doofer. don't think the majority of police in America are professional. They aren't training them in law enforcement anymore. I wasn't talking about professionalism. I was talking about being good. So I think more than, but I think some of them that are unprofessional are still, they have good intentions. They try to do good things. They don't try to be immoral. I think there are some that just go on a blatant power trip and are completely immoral, and they will do whatever they can to exercise their power. But yeah, I think the professional standards definitely needs to come up a lot. The ambulance crew left before the hospital finished registration. The plague of fear test was hours later. Oh, okay, wow. So they made a statement, ran out the door, and basically left you with the consequences, effectively. How nice of them. What charming people. So let's get field 9. Hoping we're going to get this done on this pass. I don't really want to try and tidy up stuff. Please, please, please. Okay, well that didn't work so well. There it is. Just that little bit. Oh dear. Apparently they called the doctor immediately after leaving and told my doctor that you did have. Oh. Well, how would they know if the test wasn't done until? Ugh. Stupid people. You do get stupid people everywhere. Oh, we need to unload the other one. Because I forgot all about it and haven't been paying attention. Symptoms of, yeah, yeah, precisely. Naughty people. The difficulty with that is particular things, there's varied symptoms and not always consistent, therefore you can't ever be certain just based on symptomology. But there we go. Again, what do I know? Yes, very much so, Big Trucker. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. There is, and therein lies the problem. They're so generic. How do you actually determine with any accuracy, aside from a test? It's kind of, well, so but by the same token, you can't say someone is or is not based on symptoms alone. Everyone's an individual. They are all affected individually. More so in some cases. I know we're not at 100%. I'm just going to take this because it's 92% and I'm not driving on the crops to fill up the tank, and I'm not going to only take a small amount from the next lot because it's just silly. So we've got about 15 minutes left of the stream. which means I'm going to do some buying in a minute or two. I'm just going to take this back. Yeah, I'll take the tractor back to the field. Drop this off. "43% transported for field 20. That's good. We're almost halfway there. So that'll be a good one to get finished, because I think that one gives us a nice amount. It gives us 13,870, so that'll give us a nice amount of money to replenish the money that I'm about to spend. Everyone has forgotten there are other basic and complex medical issues. Yes, they have. I'm not saying it's not serious. Of course it's serious. But by the same token, having one thing that's serious doesn't make everything that thing. And it doesn't make everything that's serious that thing either. So, yeah. So we're going to place this about midfield. But there we go. Okay, so going to go here, because we need a new ani-mani-mule building. Well, not an ani-mani-mule building, but a building to help us with ani-mani-mules, much as all of these buildings here do. So we are going to have, I think it's in here. There it is. Hay dryer. Hay dryer. So we're going to turn it around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit flippy and I do the dippy lippy. So that we're going to turn our view so that we can see where we're going to place it. And it can't go there, but it can go there, so that's where it's going to go. And there we go, so 50,000 poundages. So what we can do here is we can load in wood chips and grass, and it will dry out to hay. So rather than having to ted and windrow and derp around on the field, I can just go and collect lots and lots of grass, come and fill up A, the grass silo, and B, the hay dryer. We've already got a bunch of wood chips in here, so I can deliver some wood chips. And then we can make hay, because we want a lot of hay for making TMR. And I say we want a lot of hay. We're going to want hay for making TMA. We're going to want to make hay. We're going to make hay for the horses. So yeah. So that's the reason for that, because I think it's going to be more efficient to do that than it is to keep drying it, keep windrowing and tedding and windrowing and doing all that out in the field, particularly with the amounts that I need to get. So, because with the mower on the front and the what's-a-majigger on the back, will we make it in time? And the forage wagon, that's the one, on the back, we'll be able to We'll be able to do it. Just put the grass in there and deal with it. Will we make it in time? Will we make it in time? Who knows? Maybe. Just about maybe. Just about maybe. No. We were there, but unfortunately the logic of it doesn't allow it to be anything other than stupid when it comes to that particular thing. If I'd have gotten there before it had finished the last bit of crop and it had got the pipe out emptying, it would have stopped. But there we go. So now we get to follow behind and wait for it to reverse it out when it gets full. Because reasons of stupidness. Well, reasons of I wasn't quick enough. So there we go. Looks like we're over. We're just over halfway through the field. We're just over halfway through transporting it, or just under halfway through transporting it, I think. So there it goes. Bum, bum, bum. There we go, so that'll do for that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. I can go along with that big truck. I think that's a fair and reasonable comment. I obviously, yeah, I'm not an expert in that space, but yes, it's a reasonable, and that's certainly the mental attitude I had at the end of last year. Before the end of last year, I should say. But again, as you said, exceptions exist, and that's the point. Do. Bum, bum, bum. So looks like we've still got plenty of fertilizer left. Done 2 fields. Get this one done, I think. Yeah, we'll get this field done, and then I think we will be heading over to see the magnificent dust heavers. Which is our usual Saturday afternoon raiding place. I would raid other people, but if Das is live, there's nowhere else to go. Das is my telepathic twin. There is. I don't think, if she was live, I don't think there's anyone else that I would go to. So, not saying never, because as the saying goes, never say never. So what I will be doing, hopefully, between now and then is I am going to harvest some grass and put it into the hay dryer. I'm going to put some wood chips over there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know the kind of context of that, Big Trucker, so... But, again, there's lots of different factors that change things. Not all of them for the better. Okay, let's go. So we should be heading up for finished. Come on. Wonder what all these crops are. Field 10 finished, that's good. Let's course generate. Course 11, field 11 even. Excuse me. So I'm going to get the course ready because I am going to try and carry on with some of these fertilising missions after the stream just to get them done. Because there's quite a few of them. Should get the... Oh, there's more harvesting contracts as well. Oh, there's a harvesting for wheat on field 18. We're going to take that. Definitely going to do that. Help Hitman out. So we'll collect those contracts. Give us some more money. So back up to 30,000. We will go back to our tipper out here. So I'll just offload this one last time. Well, one last time before I close the stream out. Oh, well, yes. That's when things do become a problem, but again, I know not enough. Don't know enough to comment, in all honesty. So, but there we go. But yes, anything that jumps that much around will be difficult to control. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it there for today. So we've done the harvesting. We've put our hay dryer in. The cookies are still cooking over here. In the time that we've had, so we've gone overnight as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pallets of cookies. We seem to have run out of something. It doesn't seem to be. Oh no, we haven't. It's doing stuff. But we are low on eggs. So I'll be getting eggs from the chickens as soon as I can. So yeah. So there we go. So another beautiful day here in Giants Island 2011. Gonna head on out to our credits screen. So thank you very much to all the channel subscribers: Farmer Kurt, Derek Timmers, Mikey, the 1G Frost, Husen, Hodge, and Shadman. Thank you for the new follow, Pelican. Thank you, Big Trucker, for the Cookie Monster Plans, a great cookie heist. Well, yes. Yeah, thanks, Big Trucker, for keeping the chat interesting. And obviously, Das was doing that a little bit before you came along. So there we go. Right, so have a great rest of the day, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you tomorrow for more Farming Simulator, where we'll be back and doing more stuff towards our achievements. Take care, everybody.